A lot of people on social media have jumped the gun and unnecessarily painted Meghalaya in a very negative light.
We are uncivilized, we are violent people. In fact, now when the truth has been revealed, now it puts the whole state of Madhya Pradesh in a bad light if all those people are from Madhya Pradesh.
I feel like now everybody will know where Meghalaya and Shillong is pretty much.
But I'm proud that our state stayed strong and showed the right example.
I think the safest state in the country is Meghalaya.
The longer this matter would have been drawn without any conclusions, would have led to really, really serious consequences for Meghalaya tourism.
All thanks to the Meghalaya police and the government, the way they have handled it, and they have handled it very well.
Within 7 days, a police force, and then I commend them for the work in all that difficult circumstances, the weather, inclement weather, the terrain. But within 7 days, we were able to crack the case.
Meghalayans in general are very, very welcoming of tourists.
It is in the culture of Meghalaya, in the culture of the Khasi, is to be good to the guests.
We'll bounce back. It's a small hit. It's a small tarnish for us, but we'll bounce back.
What was first called the indoor missing couple case turned into a murder investigation after the body of Raja Raghuvanshi was found in a gorge on June 2nd. In the days that followed, everyone involved in the rescue operation worked tirelessly to find Raja's wife, Sonam. While on one hand, pressure mounted on the state police to solve the case quickly, on the other hand, a narrative also began to spread, one that labelled Meghalaya as a crime-prone state. Many people took to social media claiming that the state was not safe for tourists. However, the story took a turn on the morning of June 9th, when the police revealed that Sonam had been arrested in Ghazipur, Uttar Pradesh. She is now one of the prime accused in Raja's murder. We spoke to a few people in Shillong to understand how much this case may have affected Meghalaya's image, a state long known as a peaceful land and beautiful tourist destination.
So the recent case has definitely created a very, very negative image on Meghalaya and our people here. A lot of people in the national media, few publications, few agencies, and a lot of people on social media have jumped the gun and unnecessarily painted Meghalaya in a very negative light. And it will take quite some time for us to come out of it. But I'm happy that the surrender of Sonam Raghuvanshi this morning has vindicated the general feeling of the public of Meghalaya that such a crime could not be committed by locals. Meghalayans in general are very, very welcoming of tourists. We respect our visitors dearly. And especially the people of Sohra, they have really embraced tourism in a very, very large way in the last few years and decades, especially in the last decade, I would say. So it is very, very shocking to everyone when this happened.
The recent case have really affected how people see Meghalaya. But all thanks to the Meghalaya police and the government, the way they have handled it, and they have handled it very well, and they acted so quickly that it shows that the law works here.
Of course, it's a very unfortunate incident that a precious innocent life has been lost. But then initially, the relatives, the people of Indore, the people of Madhya Pradesh, had shown us in a very bad light that we are uncivilized, we are violent people. In fact, now when the truth has been revealed, now it puts the whole state of Madhya Pradesh in a bad light if all those people are from Madhya Pradesh. So I think all those people who made all those allegations, false allegations against us, should apologize, should tender an apology to the people of the state, to the state of Meghalaya. Within 7 days, a police force, and then I commend them for the work in all that difficult circumstances, the weather, inclement weather, the terrain. but within 7 days we were able to crack the case. Okay, hats off to our police force, and then keep up the good work. Our police force, under the leadership of our Chief Minister, Deputy Chief Minister in charge home, keep up the good work. To everybody involved, I really express my appreciation.
And yes, many of us from Northeast feels that we always been treated very differently. And during this case, there were lots of negative comments about we tribal people. But I'm proud that our state stayed strong and showed the right example through proper action.
The sad part is, when people jump to conclusion, even before the investigation has started, the amount of damage that has been done to the state. Okay, now people come to our state by the thousands. One incident has undone all the damage, all the good work that we have done. So I think this is very unfortunate, and all those people who made all those allegations against us should tender an apology, and of course, commend the effort made by the government, by the state government, by the police force. So I think in future, when any such incident, I would urge upon everyone involved is to wait for the investigation, and then you can jump to conclusion.
First of all, I understand journalism is very important, but the way the headlines were being made towards the state, so as to quote unquote crime-prone hills that they have been tagged to our state, which is a very bad way of actually promoting, or just a way of promoting your headlines. So I think in a way I won't say that it's not entirely bad, because it's showing like how the police and the entire state and the local villagers actually work together to get this crime solved. And secondly, I feel like now everybody will know where Meghalaya and Shillong is pretty much, because when you go outside they'll be like, oh, I'm from Shillong, I'm from Meghalaya. People don't really know. So I believe any sort of publicity is a good publicity, and the way you kind of solve and get the matter resolved.
I think locally it has definitely made our small town look like a dangerous, vicious place, especially because mainland media are more than ready to accept the truth without proper investigation. And the first report of the incident stated that it was a crime-infested or crime-something place. So in such a situation, it blemishes the image of our cozy town, which in actuality the locals are very homely and very welcoming, and it is the outsiders that have come in and we've welcomed them, and unfortunately they have taken this open-mindedness, open-heartedness of ours and misused it.
Definitely, there seems to be a sense of bias and prejudice by the way headlines were scripted, by the way narratives were being drawn in this particular case. Even before the first body was recovered, or the only body was recovered, a lot of negative stories were appearing in the media. And even after that, it didn't stop. So I think this is highly, highly unfortunate, and I hope that all these serious stakeholders in the media, take corrective actions to undo the harm that they've done to the image of Meghalaya, which was totally undeserving, by coming up with strong stories and portraying Meghalaya and his people in the correct light, and also generally educating the people across the country, especially the ill-informed lot across the country who have very, very badly painted our people in various posts and articles.
Some of the national media reports felt unfair. Instead of sharing the truth, they made it more dramatic and give a wrong picture about the people here.
Not the national media, they want to, project, Northeast as a place that, it's very violent prone, and to say that Meghalaya is very violent, I think the safest state in the country is Meghalaya. Now we are interviewing me at I think around 8 now, 7:30. PC, you can see people moving around. Girls, boys, young and old are moving around. And this is in the heart of Shillong. Okay. So I think when you go to other parts of the country, people are so hospitable, people are so welcome, and they'll do anything to protect tourists. It is then the culture of Meghalaya and the culture of the Khasi is, to be good to the guests, and especially from outside the state. So it's very unfortunate that, such, perception has been alleged against us. Very unfortunate. So I urge upon everyone who has, shown us in bad light to tender an apology, and of course, appreciate the effort made by the police department and everyone involved.
Generally, media is, they report anything at any time, generally. However, in this situation, we just found out that that they were missing. However, we got stamped and labelled as a place that was unsafe. And we as an economy and a society were very much dependent on tourism. And this has affected our image, and unfortunately mainland India are more than ready and happy to accept such images, and it will cause a sense of fear and doubt in people.
And do you sense that there was sort of racism in this case, because the way the comments were made about tribal people?
See, the thing is, on social media, it's an open platform. So racism, any kind of news or anything, when you go to the comment section, is just entirely never positive. And sometimes people share comments just in a way to show, it's an open, so as to say, open section where you can share your thoughts. But I feel like it's no longer like that. Whenever anyone share their views or opinions, someone the other target with, the racism stuff.
As someone from this region, it hurts when people from outside say bad things or judge us for just that one incident. I felt that is actually not right at all.
So those kind of comments can come only from people who lack civility, and in certain ways I would have to say uncivilized. It is a very illiterate and uneducated comment to make. And we don't even know what kind of people have been making such comments and where they are from and what backgrounds they come from as well. So that's the thing with media today. We have social media where just about anyone can write whatever they wish at any time of the day or night. And these messages are broadcasted across various spectrums, various spheres, and, reaches out everywhere without boundaries.
Also, we see that since you're the president of this tourism forum, I just wanted to see on the sidelines, this incident, how badly has it impacted your hotel, and did you see any immediate impact where cancellations were there and there was low tourist inflow?
The first week of June, the occupancies did generally see a dip across Shillong. Now, whether it was because of this particular incident or not would be difficult to really say as of now, but I'm sure some amount of immediate impact it has had. The longer this matter would have been drawn without any conclusions, would have led to really, really serious consequences for Meghalaya tourism. I'm just glad that this matter has come to an end. The facts are very, very clear on the table. Meghalaya is a peaceful place. Our people are all embracing of tourism. There was no local hand involved in any of the immediate incident that has happened. It is totally a lot of people who have come from UP and Madhya Pradesh into Meghalaya and have committed this amongst themselves. So this is at least clear. So I hope this message goes out loud and clear to the rest of the country. And we hope that, Meghalaya will only grow from this incident in every way.
Do you think in the long run for tourism, this will have its effects, or it's going to have an impact? Or how do you look at it?
Personally, I think yes, it will have, but not for a long while. I think Shillong, Meghalaya is resilient, and the locals are very much, very welcoming. So it will bounce back. We'll bounce back. It's a small hit. It's a small tarnish for us, but we'll bounce back.
Deputy Chief Minister and Home Minister Preston Tinsong addressed a press conference earlier today and spoke on this issue. He has also urged tourists visiting Meghalaya to take information on social media with a pinch of salt and urged to continue to visit Meghalaya.
from the government side, we were so deeply hurt when we saw so many comments made in the social media, in the national news, treated Meghalaya as a den of criminals. So it's really hurt for us. But I just personally take it that, okay, maybe out of emotion, out of desperation, maybe they could not control themselves, then maybe they just talk without any sense at all. But let me tell you one thing, we have already told you also, Meghalaya is very safe. Our police force also is one of the best in the country. I think you have seen it, we have proved it. And not only that, I think you remember it correctly, I think 15, 20 years down the line back, you knew it, the militancy, how we handle things. Our police is one of the best. I'm telling, we don't need army. We don't need any forces from the central government. But we handle it ourselves. I think you have seen it, the history. So therefore, what I would like to appeal to every person in India or outside India, please don't take this news, be it in the social media or in the mainstream of national news and state news, because it is not at all a fact, and Meghalaya is safe. And right now also, I should say, the tourists are flowing into Meghalaya on daily basis, and I'm very sure through this operation, the successful operation made by our police force, will further encourage others to again keep visiting Meghalaya and Shillong.
In our interaction today with all the locals here from Shillong and different parts and people from all walks of life, we've seen that everyone here have been hurt, their sentiments have been affected, and they have strongly condemned the tag that was given as crime-prone hills has totally not gone down well with the locals here. In fact, even the MLA Ronnie, he has also demanded a strong apology from those who have showed Meghalaya in the wrong light. Many have also urged national media to wait and only come to a conclusion. They've also lauded the police, the Meghalaya police, for their efforts and being able to solve this case in a span of 7 days. This is Princess Rashir for EastMojo.com in Shillong.
Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to East Mojo. For any queries, put them down in the comments section below and press on the bell icon for notifications.